Michael here, back for another huge week in LEGO news, including Disney and Mandalorian video games and LEGO Batman 4, 3 new LEGO Star Wars helmets, new Doctor Strange and gifts with purchase, LEGO's headquarters moving to Boston, and could we finally be getting LEGO Shrek? And don't forget to listen to the latest episode of my LEGO Masters podcast, TalkBricks Masters. This week I sat down with Season 3 contestants Emily and Liam for my post-season deep dive, and you can listen to it on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and so much more using the links in the description below. And I'll kick off another round of the weekly giveaway. Just subscribe and leave a comment about this week's news. And of course, I'm back with LEGO deals from Amazon and across the web, so if you want to pick anything up to support the channel, there's links in the description below. First up, over at Best Buy, the LEGO City Wildlife Rescue Off-Roader, and over at Amazon, the LEGO City Farmers Market van are both 34% off. Next from Marvel, an Airisham Shadow is 40% off, and the Iron Man Armory is 38% off. From LEGO Minecraft, the Bakery is 32% off, and from LEGO Jurassic World, the T-Rex and Trossoraptor Dinosaur Breakout is 25% off. From LEGO Ideas, the Treehouse is 22% off, and they still have the 501st Battle Pack in stock. And over at Target, you can get the new X-Wing Starfighter Polybag. Plus, over at LEGO, you can get this free LEGO BIONICLE Tahu and Takua with $100 purchases of LEGO City Creator, Dots, Ninjago, or Monkey Kid. And if you want to pick up any of these deals and more and support the channel, there's links to everything in the description below. First up in video game news, we've got word of potential LEGO Disney, Mandalorian, and LEGO Batman video games. This news comes from a fanbite article about the poor treatment of TT Games developers during the Skywalker Saga game. It was actually down in the comments section that a TT Games developer seemed to confirm that a Disney IP game would be coming next. This would make a lot of sense given that this is the company's 100 Years of Wonder celebration. The game was said to focus on Disney's traditional IPs like Mickey Mouse, Maleficent, Pirates of the Caribbean, Jungle Book, and The Nightmare Before Christmas. And as a huge Disney fan and a fan of games like LEGO Dimensions and Disney Infinity, I think that this Disney mashup sort of game would have been really exciting. But on the 13th, another commenter seemed to confirm that this game was cancelled last year, mainly due to development issues and because of the Disney game Dreamlight Valley. They go on to say that the team is now instead focused on a Mandalorian DLC pack for the Skywalker Saga game. And given the success of both the game and the show, this rumor does seem to be plausible. The game has already featured 2 character packs for Season 1 and 2, with even more characters coming in the Book of Boba Fett character pack. But I could see this as more of a level pack expansion like we've seen with other games, where maybe this opens up a couple more planets for you to explore the events from the seasons. The comment also expands that they're working on another LEGO Batman game. The LEGO Batman games have been very popular, with the 3 main installments, his inclusion in LEGO Dimensions, and LEGO DC Supervillains. So if TT Games is looking for their next hit, LEGO Batman doesn't sound like a bad choice. And I'd be curious if this would be an official LEGO Batman 4 or some other sort of spin-off. That said, we haven't seen similar support in the LEGO set department, as the DC sets over the past year or so have been slim to none, which makes me question a little bit if this rumor is true. But as always, we're gonna have to wait and see. Next up in Star Wars news, we got the reveal of 3 more sets in the helmet collection, each retailing for $70 and coming out starting on March 1st. First, celebrating the Clone Wars 20th anniversary, and with 854 pieces, we have Captain Rex. The build for Rex's helmet looks really great, and I especially love how they captured all the blue markings. The rangefinder build is nice and can be lowered. And while this set does feature 17 stickers to add detail, like the tally marks on the side of the helmet, I think it overall looks quite nice. Next, we've got Commander Cody with 766 pieces in the Phase 1 design. His unique elements like the visor and the fin build come together really nicely, and the overall shaping looks really good. Plus, the build looks really nice from all angles, including the back, and I just think this one's pretty unique. Finally, celebrating 40 years of Return of the Jedi, we've got Princess Leia's Boushh Bounty Hunter helmet. This set features 670 pieces and perhaps one of the most unique helmet designs yet. There's especially nice shaping around the mouth and visor, plus all the interesting details across the forehead. And on the whole, I like how this one came together, and it's great to see Princess Leia represented. Be sure to check out LEGO's socials for a pretty fun video where they introduced these Clone Wars sets. And if you want to pre-order any of the sets and support the channel, there's links in the description below. Next up, thanks to foreign retailer JB Spielwaren, we got our first look at Doctor Strange's Interdimensional Portal Polybag, which is expected to retail for the normal $5. Included in this set, of course, is Doctor Strange featuring that newer style cape in the same design that we saw in the Gargantos Showdown. As for the build, it features the same transparent orange portal design that we saw in the Sanctum Sanctorum. And at the center of the portal is a small micro-scale city. And I really like the inclusion of these smaller builds with the cardboard box and the bottle. And on the whole, it's a great cheap way to get the character and a must-have polybag for me. They also revealed the Moana's Dolphin Cove polybag, which is jam-packed with mini builds. Included, we've got Moana and Pua on a surfboard, a nice waterfall build, and a cool palm tree, plus a baby dolphin. And while we don't have an official release date for either polybag, I'd be checking your Walmarts or Targets starting next month. Next, over on LEGO's instructions website, we got our first look at the World of Wonders upcoming gift with purchase, which is a LEGO architecture set that features 4 iconic locations. First, we've got the Taj Mahal from India, which features a really nice design, especially the main dome. Next, we've got the Great Wall of China, which looks nice with all the masonry brick and the crenellation on the top. Next up, we've got the Parthenon from Greece, nice, and I really like the look of all the columns. And finally, Al-Khazneh from Jordan, which uses a different column technique. We don't have any official timing for when this gift will purchase will start, but it's expected to come sometime next month. And given the size of the set, I'd expect a $200 or $250 threshold. Next up in LEGO Ideas news, there was a whopping 7 projects hit 10,000 supporters on the platform, so let's break everything down. First up, we've got Shrek Swamp 20th Anniversary. Straight out of the movie, we see a nice depiction of Shrek's house, and I like how the designer captured that overgrown look. The designer featured the memorable outhouse and signs, as well as a full interior with lots of great Easter eggs and characters. And on the whole, I think this would make a really awesome set, which may be why this second Shrek Swamp project also hit 10,000 this week. It's interesting to see another project designer's take on the same design, and this one also came together really nicely. Plus, it also features different Easter eggs and characters, which make it very interesting to see if it was chosen what the final lineup would be. And with 2 similar projects in the same review, I'm especially curious about these ones. Next up, we've got Brooklyn Nine-Nine 99th Precinct. The build, of course, aims to recreate the precinct just as we see on the TV show Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And if the project looks familiar, it's because this one has hit 10,000 before. Like the Office project, this one recreates a lot of the iconic locations and brings in tons of characters and Easter eggs. And it'll be interesting to see how its second chance goes. Next up, we've got Retro Comic Shop, which is a smaller modular style building featuring a comic book shop and a candy store. The exteriors of the buildings look really nice with their signage outside, and I really like how they were able to pack all those details into the 2 shops as well as the apartment upstairs. And while I think this would make a great addition to a LEGO city, these modular projects don't seem to do well in the review. Next up, we've got Baby Green Sea Turtle Kinetic. This build of the sea turtle looks absolutely stunning with the shaping on the shell, not to mention the unique builds for all the coral reef beneath. And on top of the design, there's a geared mechanism inside to make this a kinetic sculpture where the sea turtle swims along. On the whole, I think this would make a really interesting set, but as a similar project wasn't selected, I'd be curious about this one. Next up, we've got Humpback Whale. The build for this is inspired by the art style of paper cutting with all of its unique layered segments. The build itself is very unique with its color scheme and all of the interesting techniques that create all the curves. And this would be quite a large set. Next up, we've got LED Lamp, which is meant to be more of an old-timey style lamp with a stained glass shade. The design itself would be very unique with all those transparent elements for the shade, and it's cool to see how all the battery and light components can be hidden in the base. While we've gotten large-scale objects from LEGO Ideas before, for this one, as always, we're gonna have to wait and see. Next up, LEGO also announced this week that they're going to be moving their American offices to Boston in 2026. The LEGO Group has had a long history in the US and established their original American headquarters in Enfield, Connecticut in 1975. While LEGO Education has had an office in Boston, they've been in Enfield, Connecticut for over 50 years. The America's president said that they're hoping that this move would support their business's long-term growth ambitions and to bring LEGO Play to even more children in the US. As they're just starting to look for a location and won't be moving till mid-2025, we'll have to see what this new location and opportunity brings to the company. Next, to coincide with the LEGO Friends relaunch, LEGO has announced an all-new LEGO Friends series, New Beginnings, which will start on YouTube and their website on January 29th. This new series will introduce us to the new cast of characters and begin with a 44-minute special. From there will be 10 22-minute episodes for the first season and a holiday special, with that first episode airing on March 26th. As you can see from the stills here, and of course all the amazing sets from this wave, I think this is going to be a pretty fun series, and I'll probably check out this first episode when it comes out tomorrow. So there you have it, another super fun week in LEGO news. As a huge fan of LEGO video games, I'm very curious to see what happens with these TT Games rumors. And as a huge LEGO helmets fan, I can't wait to pick up all these new Star Wars ones. Plus, with even more Polybags and gifts with purchase and other sets on the way, we've got a lot in store for us for this year. Be sure to leave this video a thumbs up down below if you're as excited as me, and don't forget to subscribe because I'll be back next week with even more LEGO news. And let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What did you think about all the stories? And which one are you most excited about? And now we've got this week's giveaway winner. Congratulations! And be sure to email me from the About page on my channel so we can coordinate about the prize. And if you want to enter this week's round, just leave me a comment about this week's news. You must be a subscriber to win. And definitely turn on notifications to find out when my next video is posted, because I'll be announcing the winners at the end of some of the videos. That's all the time we've got for today. Thanks, and have a good one! Michael here, click to watch last week's video featuring Disney 100 minifigs, Indiana Jones, Bionicle's Return, Jabba's Palace, Dots Cancelled, and so much more. And don't forget to subscribe.